welcome. Today I'm delighted to be joined by a member of Go Places. I'll actually let her introduce herself for you, and yeah, we'll start from there. So do you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm the Group Managing Director of Go Places, the founder of the brand, which we started almost 27 years ago. This is an award-winning brand. It's been in the industry for so many years. It literally says Go Places. So we are the founders of several brands within this community, within this brand. We have got entertainment, restaurants, hotels, hospitality, tourism, and lots more. I started this brand literally with a passion to literally go places, and that's how we started this brand.
Oh, great. And thank you so much for joining us. As we said, these conversations are just a little update for the industry, for our community, just to understand, as a prominent brand within the local community, it's good to get a feel from your perspective on, everything that's happened this year. Obviously, we've had an incredibly disruptive year in the industry. So we just want to touch base, get your opinions, some insights that might be useful to business owners locally. So I'm going to jump straight in. So Go Places itself, can you give us an update on what's happening in your business and how the brand is coping with everything since kind of the COVID-19 pandemic has impacted the community?
Okay, I will answer your question in depth as well, because this has been a drastic change in the whole scenario. The world came to a standstill, but we did not wait for things to happen. We embraced the situation, first of all, we did first and foremost of a priority were our staff, because they are more family to us. We get to see them, so we came out with first protocol was educate our staff and our team that how paramount it is for them to take care of their health and their social distancing and their immune system where they're traveling from home and all that. So we immediately took action. We trained our staff, prepared a manual for them to follow the to-do rules and the regulations. If there are any high-risk cases, if you've got a pregnancy with one of our staff, or two of our staff, so high-risk cases like any kind of health and hygiene reasons, or could be heart or any kind of sicknesses. So we made sure that everybody went through the protocol. We went through training. Some of them, the staff were we immediately installed Wi-Fi for them to ensure that they work from home, because we realized that this was a situation where they were our first priority, the staff, right? Secondly, we also, what we did was the Go Places, we are mainly, because we are in media and digital marketing agency, there is travel division and award programs. In each of these divisions, we have made huge strides with the use of technology and digital and online platforms. So because we have embraced the technology and the digital platforms and being in several different you can say platforms, and as well as across the board, we decided that it was not so difficult to explore different ways of working, and it was very flexible for us to make the changes. Although the economic situation and all that is concerned, yes, we have everybody has been hit, but we tried to embrace it, but we also accepted it. In fact, I'm really, really proud to say that running this company has also challenged us and pushed us to the limit to grow. And we were the first company globally that we came up with the first virtual tourism expo globally. We dealt with over 60 countries, and we had over 700 participants who are travel buyers from all over the world. So this happened immediately. We did this on the first. We did it on in May 2020, and we just finished the second one, 1st to 3rd of September, and we had the same amount of countries which took part in this.
Fantastic.
Yes.
That sounds so positive. I really
Yes.
I like how you've embraced change. Not a lot of brands have been able to do that, but that's fantastic.
Yes.
So bringing it back to COVID-19 a little bit, in your opinion, how would you say the impact has been on the industry itself?
It's been very sad because a lot of people were laid off. The hospitality industry, the tourism industry, because that is where Kenya is concerned. Kenya is a magical country, and flights were obviously they were shut down. But every cloud has a silver lining, and we felt that I really appreciate the Ministry of Tourism, Honorable Najib Balala. I also appreciate the Ministry of Health and also our beloved President Uhuru Kenyatta, who took charge. He held the whole by home, and they did the immediate lockdown to ensure that our country that it does not spread. It has hit the industry economically in so many ways, but at the same time, we felt that we as a country uh, we had to take this seriously, that health was very, very paramount, and the spreading of the pandemic was very, very important, that this was taken very seriously. COVID-19 brought the world to a standstill, yes, with lots of challenges, where the entire world economically has been drastically affected here. Uh, Major impact has been loss of jobs. Okay, that's where I mentioned that this is really, really a lot of people. Today you go to work and tomorrow you're jobless, and it has hit people emotionally, mentally, physically in so many ways. And we as a community, where Go Places is concerned, and where as a community we have now embraced where we've got personal training, there's coaching going on, emotional connections with our readers, with our subscribers, with the community as a whole, that we were interacting and they're still reaching out to people where they've got mental problems, physical problems, emotional problems, where they can relate to each other. So we are reaching out to several people out there that if you need anything, call us. We are there for you because we are all in this together. And that is the slogan we've been using. We are all in this together because this is a global thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Another thing is that the travel industry has been, yes, hit really, really significantly. A lot of hotels have laid off over 600 staff, some of them. The major brands in the industry today, where the hotel industry, the tourism industry, the safari industry for that matter, had closed down. But the good thing is now people are slowly, slowly opening uh, the safaris, the hotels and restaurants, and following up the protocol with the health and hygiene and the compliance rules and regulations are concerned. Are slowly opening the hotels and the safari destinations.
Yeah. And I think in terms of the new normal, what we're looking at now, um, do you see any of, obviously businesses are starting to reopen now as Kenya begins to join the rest of the world in opening up, hospitality industry with obviously compliant rules around social distancing, etc. Do you think that there are any lessons to be learned here? Do you think that these are measures that will be in place for a very long time? And can we talk about some of the long-term effects of this as well?
I think every cloud has a silver lining, that you would say that, because this has been a rude awakening. You see
Mhm.
things like this probably in a movie. Very extremely you feel that it was far-fetched and this happened in reality.
Yeah.
We need to take extra precautions where health, hygiene, personal health, immunity, health, fitness, the diet is very, very important. Yes, we do have a problem. We have to be very, very cautious about our daily way of routine. You can leave your cell phone at home, but think about your master to-do list because that is very, very important. Social distancing, the hugs and kisses are out. You can do a flying kiss and put your hand towards and handshakes, and you go, that is okay. To put it in a, to be more, you can say, in a fun and joyful way. That yes, it's a new way of communicating and contact, connecting with our customers because we always lead in hospitality, in you can say we're very, very hospitable, and when we meet, we literally go We literally go and hug people. We can't do that anymore. Uh, However, we are a very resilient community. We are human beings, and we're very resilient. When things happen, we bounce back tenfold, and I'm very,
Mm.
very positive and optimistic about it. However, we as Kenya, we have been resilient, but we are very optimistic that we will learn to live in the new normal life, okay, and move onwards and upwards through this pandemic, okay. But Kenya has a good communication infrastructure as well. We are no more a third world country. We are there with moving our country in leaps and bounds and representing ourselves in so many ways that we have embraced the technology and we're so much advanced where business and institutions have continued working as they've embraced this system of the digital age, right? With
Yeah.
implementation of health protocols, people are slowly returning to work, keeping physical social distancing, wearing their masks, washing their hands, sanitization, but they are being also, those, I think initially people were very, very paranoid. Like today, as Neb Giovanni, I went to 3 restaurants yesterday. I did my experience because we have a hashtag Rediscover Kenya, that people are now rediscovering our country. Probably they have not rediscovered our country initially, but now they're rediscovering because they've got so much else to offer where Kenya is concerned. So going into a restaurant, there was a time that when it first happened, we were so paranoid that, oh my God, how is going to be the food, the health, the hygiene? Are they taking precautions? So that the whole atmosphere has become very. People are vigilant, but the paranoid is not there.
Mm.
We've come back to the little bit of harmony now. People they literally go out. They're going to restaurants. They're traveling. They've got the migration going on at this moment, which is the 8 wonders of the world today at the Mara, and the domestic market is really increased. People are shopping, going to shopping malls, putting on their mask and taking working on health, where the social distancing is concerned. There are less crowds, but shopping and has literally gone online, where people can buy this stuff and delivery service and all that is concerned. So I think things are moving to the right direction. I hope
Yeah.
I answered
Yeah, I completely agree. I echo those sentiments entirely as well. Yeah, so in terms of opportunities for the industry, obviously we've seen globally in other countries a few things like, a government initiative or local initiatives to try and help stimulate that either tourism or hospitality industry. Do you see any of those kind of happening in Kenya anytime soon, or what are your thoughts on those?
I think the government, where the Ministry of Tourism, the government itself, as well as the hospitality industry, have synergized with the private sector now. It is no more diversified or integrated where people were individual. We have made synergies with private sectors where private manufacturing companies, you've got the food industry, you've got the hospitality industry, hotels, restaurants, they've all become as one, and we're all interacting and synergizing with how we can work. And I think this has been a good opportunity for us to see that they're much more stronger. And by the synergies, we're looking at more diversification as well, right? We are looking at avenues that probably in the future now is connecting with the rest of the world, that globally, that Kenya is there, right? Synergizing with the East African region. We're looking at also Uganda, we're looking at Rwanda, we're looking at several other countries in the East African region, that we're all sort of working together. A lot of webinars are taking place, a lot of training workshops are taking place, and interacting globally, virtually, as well as internationally, where we're all working together. And because as we're all in this together, people are interacting and synergizing with how can we go places and work things together to ensure that, yes, we've got these destinations, the tourism, the hospitality, the business, because we're not only just working on the hospitality industry, we've got also the manufacturing companies, we've got the clothing, we've got the fashion, we've got the lifestyle. this is also part of the economy as well, that everybody has been hit, and probably the fashion and lifestyle has been sort of left behind, and people have not taken that as priority, because at this moment the priority is now to bring up the economic situation, and the priority where food and hospitality has become a priority, because fashion and lifestyle has become like a second priority. But we are receiving the whole community and the whole industry together to ensure that Kenya has so much to offer. Uh, Another thing I wanted to mention was that we as Kenya, we have got the top leading tea brands. We have got coffee, we've got flowers, we've got the florists, we've got the top export quality roses in this country.
Yeah.
We've got the destinations where we've got so much else to offer, not only tourism and hospitality, a lot more to offer. Right?
Yeah. And then sort of, specifically for businesses looking to, reopen and embrace their customers again, if you could highlight one or two pieces of advice to give them, what would you say?
I think the diversification in our, we are looking at personalized customer care service is very, very important. Those days of having buffets is gone. You will have to have fine dining, quality, health. Even where the fine dining is concerned, you have to ensure that this is individualized. You're looking at weddings, you're looking at events, those types of things, having big crowds and big functions and too much crowd is not going to happen. The social distancing is going to be very, very important, and that's going to be paramount. But at the same time, quality, you're looking at food, you're looking at the quality of food, you're looking at quality of products, quality of brands, where the food is concerned, where the restaurants are concerned. I think for the time being, not even for the time being, this is a learning process as well for people to embrace that we will be now showcasing business and leisure and travel and lifestyle will be increased. But even where travel is concerned, we are looking at people need to be more vigilant where social distancing and health is concerned. Another thing is which I wanted to mention was I think people will be looking at more niche in the market, focus on niche in the market, because competition is coming. It's going to be cutthroat competition, and we need to be ready for it. To see that you're better or you're good, that where customers and clients are concerned, they will be the focal point of their demand. Every client, every customer needs to be so special, and every proposal or every campaign you're doing, it needs to be working around individual client and customer. We're looking at artificial intelligence because we are going towards that campaign, towards that age now, it's the digital age.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. Another thing is I wanted to mention was that the rude awakening was lack of using chemicals, eco-friendly, our weather, our world, we have seen a lot of changes where the global weather is concerned, and it is not, like this just now, it is literally winter in Kenya when it's not supposed to be. And we realize the cleanliness has also been a positive message to the whole world that we are breathing in fresh air, less chemicals, less pollution. So this is good. It is good for us, but at the same time, we now to embrace and to see how we can work where the niche market is concerned. There was another question which you had mentioned about the opportunity to be, where the carrying opportunity to be, as a result of this market shift as well. Did you mention that earlier?
Sorry, I think so. When you go to the right, sometimes the microphone slips away. Can you say that again? Sorry.
Okay, there was a question you asked me about, are there any opportunities to be held as a result of this market shift? You had mentioned that, right? Earlier.
Yes. We spoke about opportunities. I think two of the questions, 4 and 5, I rolled into one just to try, because they're quite similar. And I think the one before you'd spoken a lot about the new normal and you'd given a lot of information. So I wanted to make sure you weren't having to repeat yourself.
Yes. No. Okay. Another thing what we have noticed is when people are working from home, they've got closer to their family. their loved ones.
Mm.
Education has become paramount. They've gone back to their education, which they are going online. Everybody's embraced the technology. They've gone for workshops. They've gone for education online. Like, for example, the Harvard University is now coming up with so many campaigns and so many education systems that we as adults, as parents, mothers, or career women, or parents that can go back to their drawing board to get more educated. Another thing is that we have got 3 to 4 local hospitality universities in the country. We've got the Italy College, we've got the Boma Institute, we've got the IHDI, which now they have started working on virtual education and Zoom calls with students who have gone back to education. Another thing is hobbies. What I've noticed with when I've been communicating with most of my friends and most of the we have got big groups and WhatsApp chat groups. We're over 500 women in business today. We've got the Kenya Association of Women in Tourism, with those with entrepreneurs, with the top leading industrial women and men in the industry. And according to our chat groups, a lot of people have gone back to their hobbies and their passions. So it could be artists, it could be they're looking at passion where they can come up with paintings, they're looking at cooking, they're looking
Yeah.
at, so they have come back to that and they want to continue that as part of business because they realize that they can sell their paintings online, they can come up with cooking classes, and people
Yeah.
are working and mind coaching as well, interaction as well, consultation that people, if they're going for, going through certain physical and mental and emotional turmoil, and
Yeah.
they have somebody to talk to. So that has also become part of business as well. So people are really working across the board.
Yeah. Definitely. um, and then in terms of go places, how are you? Obviously, we've spoken a bit about how you're helping the community and everything. So we'll talk about what goals you have for the coming year, because obviously a lot has changed. Has that may force you to adapt? Obviously, you mentioned earlier about all of the different things that you're trying to put in place to help your community, but what goals does Go Places have?
Okay, those places is a lot. We still have a lot more to do. Being in industry for 27 years,
Mm.
we are in the 2020 was supposed to be the year for us to grow in so many aspects because we have received several awards locally, virtually as well as internationally. I personally was nominated as one of the top leading entrepreneurs within 100 women.
Oh,
Uh,
congratulations.
Thank you so much. And we have got another award over here.
Oh, fantastic.
Over there where we receive a lot of awards like International Quality Crown Award, focused on being one of the top leading companies locally, regionally, internationally. The brand also focuses a lot on showcasing Kenya as a multinational culinary destination. They've got so much talent in this country, and because at this moment a lot of people have been laid off, we are trying to now synergize with these. Like last 2 weeks ago, I received over 70 CVs. It's a very sad situation. But Go Places, what we do is we try to connecting the hospitality industry, the job industry. They get to us, they call us and they say, "Net, oh, I need so and so. Can you help us?" So we connect them to get jobs.
Mm.
We're trying to where the community and people who are jobless and who are working from home, we are trying to work closely with them. We're helping them, doing a lot of voluntary service where food is concerned, helping them where their medical is concerned, trying to get the community to put together how we can feed them every day sometimes, but I don't like to talk about that because that's between me and him. But I get very emotional because sometimes you can't even bear to see them suffer like this, and it's not easy.
Yeah.
It has been tough, and we need to count our blessings that we have God has given us food on the table, and sometimes we try as much as possible to help everybody out there,
Yeah.
and we try to contribute. But for how long? Because we are a private sector, but it is so easy, we need to, all of us, we need to see that people who are going through problems mentally, physically, emotionally, they don't have food on the table. You've got a parent who's just been jobless. How is he going to survive? So we give them advice. They go back to farming.
Yeah.
They started farming. They started selling vegetables. Like for example, my driver. I mean, he's working with me because of social distancing. He's suffering from high blood pressure, but now we have helped him. We've given him a car that he can now go out and buy vegetables and get vegetables, and he's selling,
Yeah.
vegetables to several. So that's how, like this is just to give you an example. We're trying to give them advice how they can be independent and work at the same time
Yeah.
and also work. So it's been a very, very tough situation. There
Yeah.
was something up here which I put down in my notes, but I'll just give you a little bit more. And, so yes, this is what I want to say. Go Places philosophy. The philosophy of Go Places has been to help the less fortunate and only provide food and clothing, but also provide skills and jobs. Because I feel that with food is concerned, it's short lived, right? But when you provide skills and jobs and help them to connect with the other industries, that if somebody has got a job and connect them to establishments who are looking for somebody with training and skills and where the performance level and their education level is concerned, we try to help them that it becomes a permanent job for them and they know that they've got personal growth and inspiration to know that there's something positive happening to them.
That's
Trying to
fantastic.
begin with, yeah. In support of the tourism and hospitality industry, we are currently running a campaign which is called hashtag Rediscover Kenya, which I mentioned to you earlier, which to promote domestic and regional tourism, right? We are providing free listing on a new relaunched website. We are giving free, uh, you can say, platforms for the hospitality hotels and restaurants, giving them free listing on our website, and it's called Rediscover Kenya. So please have a look at it. It's called Four Faces Kenya, and they're collecting updated information with after COVID-19, and if they complies to the rules and regulations for COVID-19, and they've opened up and they've got the certificates and the licenses to open, they are giving us information and they're giving them free listings on our website. So that's what we're doing back to the industry. We believe that food and beverage departments in the hospitality and tourism are of paramount importance because that is very, very important. That runs the industry where food is concerned, right? And the culinary sector of hospitality through our Chef Delight program. Now, we've got a campaign which we run in the industry which is called the Chef Delight Award. We started this company and this campaign 16 years ago, and it was to showcase Kenya as a multinational culinary destination. This is literally, we created this from scratch. It's locally designed by our team. We are the founders of this team, where all the chefs are showcasing the signature dishes, where we've got an app, where you go to each and every restaurant, showcase the chefs are showcasing the signature dishes, their talent, and we've got an app that people can go to the restaurant, so you put a QR code and people vote online after enjoying an experience at the restaurant. You can't just go home and watch. There is no way, otherwise you don't qualify. You have to support the industry, the restaurant. And we've also come out in after COVID-19, we also came out with the campaign that just continued this campaign. The chefs are showcasing the signature dishes, and it was through our Wiki digital platform where Go Places Digital is concerned. Every week we get a chef showcasing the signature dish. I'll tell you a little bit more about the Chef Delight Award program. That it is we've been recognized by the World Chef Association, and this program runs for almost 6 months. That is, we have 6 to 7 events where beverages are concerned, hotels are concerned, restaurants are concerned. That everybody and it goes to the finale. And the gala event is always ran at the Kenyatta International conference center at KICC, where we have over thousands of people coming to visit. It's a red carpet and black tie event. So we were supposed to have this event this year, but it's not. But that does not mean that we're sitting back. We're trying to take it to the next level, but now we will be doing it all virtually and promoting the industry now. So that's it.
Yeah, that's fantastic. I mean, it's fantastic to hear that you're doing so much to bolster the community and also supporting people on a deeper level with, you know, the free listings and everything. And obviously all the links that we've kind of talked about, I'll get them from you and we'll post them in the comment box underneath the video so that everyone watching can access all of this incredible helpful tools. Just sort of to finish up, I guess it's probably worth mentioning that we're going to be working together next year. Supposed to be this year, but obviously because of COVID, that wasn't Kenyan Food Event wasn't able to take place. But we're so excited to be working with a brand like Go Places ahead of the inaugural Kenyan Food Event. And we'll continue to work together and bring our community updates from both Go Places and our side as well, and our exhibitors and everything. So it's an exciting time. It's an exciting time.
Whatever for the coming year, I'm really honored, you know, for you to reaching out to me, because at the end of the day, I think you're playing a significant role where the hospitality and the food and beverage providers within the locally and regionally and internationally concerned. And it is such an honor to meet up with you personally. At least I know the face behind this brand. We are here to synergize together and work together and showcase that, you know, there's positive, there's a lot of things going ahead. My goal for the next year is now looking at things that leading tourism, hospitality, and lifestyle marketing solution and provider, right? Knowing our customers, you know, needs and putting them first at the same time, providing them with consistency, quality, and delivery, right? These are the three qualities which I feel that it is so paramount and so important, and I've taken it very to my heart that customers and partners like yourself is very, very important, that we're here to deliver tenfold. This, I know the challenges are there, but it does not make you sit back and relax. We're here to give you 100 times more, and I know the challenge is there, but we're here to work with you and keep on with this relationship, to know that we're spearheading to next year with all the exhibitors, because they are very, very paramount, and they need to know that their needs and their demands are paramount to us as well. We take it as a priority to work with them very closely, because they are also going through this pandemic and the challenges at this moment. I need to talk about the partnership as well. First, this is a great initiative. This, you know, for Montgomery Group East Africa Limited, and we're proud to have partnered with these two expos, because we've got two expos which are coming in, right? You've got this, the hospitality and the beverage, which is the first, which is going to be paramount. We also want to, deeply, we are also humbled that you have taken Go Places seriously, that you've chosen us to be part of your campaign and part of this journey with you, into bigger and better things for next year, right? Thank you so much.
Great, and yeah, we're honoured to be working with you as well, and it'll be so exciting. You know, we'll obviously work together to bring some excellent content. We'll also work with you in terms of, we'll ask your advice for, you know, pertinent subjects we want to be working with for our conferences, and obviously we've got the live demo areas that are sort of all being pieced together as we speak. But yeah, lots more news to come in the new year. But yeah, hopefully this won't be our last little interview conversation ahead of the event. But it's been such a pleasure chatting to you, Neve.
Yes.